look back on a game that could have been. That's basically the story of complexity. So.
Yeah, I don't want to be, I'm trying to compartmentalize my NA bias. I just feel like complexity is the team that goes through the most heartbreaking outcomes all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's one thing if it happens, you know, here and there, but when it happens so often, it's like, what they do to deserve it.
Yeah, well, it's like every time. And like Liquid had their period where they, you know, that double comeback at Columbus back in the day. That was one of the most heartbreaking things to happen to NA. Cloud9 had their struggles and everything. Complexity just haven't had their major win, their Grand Slam, their big run, their few tournaments in a row. They had a chance at the beginning of CS2. And Halzerk will try to create another one. Nice one in the refrag department from Floppy. So now there's only 2 players left alive here for NAVI.
Good flank from Elige here. Wastes no time whatsoever. So there we have it.
All right.
Popped on both ends. Floppy to take up the mantle of holding A. Molotov's gonna fluster him. He has to give up his original position. He's got Halzerk working along the wall with him. Bit, there it is, double entry. And one of the things about Bit against Liquid is he was so muted on the T side, unable to get into this A site.
Wait
so a
second.
good sign of things to come, perhaps. But we do get this boat rocking back towards B, where Emes also coming through with the clean ones. So mechanically, it looks like NAVI are gonna crank that dial early on here versus Cole.
Those are the 2 right players to get those kills. Nice one on the double entry from Bit and Ima. Last match we saw Ninjas go down after, I mean, we casted their phase game and they looked amazing versus phase, but their form quickly changed. Not really expecting that sort of thing to happen in complexity. They are one of the teams you at least hold in the regard that as the tournament goes on, they get better. They survive the early losses.
I said nothing. Yell gonna pop the smoke open to reveal the Deke. Oh, okay, JT, why not? And some more damage. Ooh. This is just the pistol. And yet JT's upgraded to the AK. He's turned Bit back down the lane. If Emes not careful, this ump could pounce on him. We got a couple moving pieces here for complexity, so this would be an awesome way for them to rebound off JL's impact.
Yeah, that's perfect utility right there. Ima was hungry for an opportunity. Oh, when they gave it to him. Grim sprays back through the smoke. I mean, it could have been Ima to go down, but he's the one sitting here with 98 health. Sometimes it's better to just let someone take shots through and keep that player advantage. You've got 4 players, 1 flashbang on JT, that's it. But NAVI are also low on utility.
Floppy locked in, nowhere to go. Oh, able to snap it to Alexi, but only the headshot. No follow-up, no A defense unless Elige just goes for the swing. And with the 3 players looking to cross over, it's nice that he gets the first one fast. He pushes bricks. Camera peek predicted.
Oh.
Bomb plant stopped. Nope, never mind. It's down. But it's Emet to the 1v3. Elige trying to do all of this on his own. They just heard that. The audible made. And as he tries to cross to heaven, it is Elige, baby. 4 kills as he comes out from storage. JT set it up, and Elige isn't going to let a chance like that slide by. There's a play being set up. JT flashed out. Emet, thought he had a chance. But JT's shooting straight this evening. 5 rounds in, he's got 4 kills to his name, and yet again in an important position here. Stuck on the pillar, but with teammates rotating over, somebody's just got to hold the long peek. Oh, Halzerk, double kill. Fast flank from Elige. Again, he's going to throw himself into the action. His timing's been great, but Alexi B, wary that he may push that smoke, doesn't go for the plant straight away.
He hasn't heard the second player. That's the one thing stopping him from putting this bomb down right away. Yeah, nice. It's a fresh smoke. He has lots of time.
Repositions to the other side of Obelisk. That smoke's going to fade, and the 2 CTs look to make their move. Look to trade out Alexi. He could hide back Platt. He could take the angle on the brick and look down on them. He's going to try to play for the headshot. Crouched in is Elige. First one's clean. Floppy trying to swing, and he's got him. Traded it back to keep Complexity's momentum rolling. 4-1 the start.
That's actually a great spot in 1v2s. Even though it's like Emo and Inferno, you can actually get such a fair second fight.
This could wind up being a Very rough week for the world #1. JT, oh, so devilish in some of these positions. JL gets blindsided by it, and in this gun round, we go straight back to the 5v3.
They're using the same, well, a variation of the setup that, okay.
It feels like the same character that Liquid kind of brought in, right? With ultimates aggro. No, dude, those are forests, elves, beasts, etc.
Right, okay.
Come on, get with the times.
Speaking of beasts, here's Grim.
Biggest beast in these streets. Sits back flat. Ah, he's got nothing to do.
Uh-oh.
JT and Elige, it's a full house between them.
Uh-oh.
Poor Grim sitting there waiting for an impact and doesn't even have a person to shoot at.
Yeah.
Just don't ask me these hard questions. It's a Sunday. JL trying to pick it up, and oof, one magazine with the MAC-10 double kill. Here we go, a little pep in their step, gets hyper aggressive. Elige happy to put that one out, and then Grim dies towards mid, so Tech9 keeps that pressure on A. JT can't combine with Elige just yet, so he's gonna have to hold on his own. That smoke's soon to fade, but no more can Elige offer. And as JT flanks, it's not quite fast enough. Utility disrupts him.
Wow, 76 damage with that HE. And the molly?
Nice. Burns out wonderful. He's got half his health left to work with. Now, Emet's still just working with the Tech9 up in heaven, and Alexi's almost dead, but hiding behind smoke on camera.
And another molly.
No way. The player heaven, oh, does he have to peek back on bricks instead? Yeah, and JT seems to isolate it, but the fight's not happening. He's got to tap that bomb to really get it to come out, and it just doesn't go their way, so JL decides enough's enough, gets hyper aggressive, and that's going to be Navi's second.
I guess that would have been the only way to try to get another fight before going to stick to plants. But running out of ammo. I mean, this is they still have a big gap. They can watch camera, right, which is what Alicia's doing, but he's got to be careful of ops. Oh, and they're coming.
Alexi tries to chase it down. Good headshot. Anytime you can get Elige down with nothing, it's a good round for you. And JL goes real deep, catching Grim's rotate. Now all these little lurk moments coming out well. Floppy returns the favor with 1 kill, but that's going to be it.
I mean, they just didn't have information. So after the MAC-10 round comes out for Navi, they win another. There's this mid walk. They flash clear B main. They have no idea what's happening in middle. They can't even hear anything. And Elige throws out his utility in time, but not with extra time to get into a comfortable spot to organize like some way to perfectly defend. And he has to go for a late peek and gets 1 bulleted. But nice for Navi to find the gap.
Save on the line, and all's good. They'll walk away with 2 players, so complexity rebuy made a little easier. Ooh. Cheeky, JT.
Oh my god.
Almost dead right then and there. 1 bullet will get the job done. He's gonna try to start dropping some util. Emet doesn't catch him falling back into plat, although he could have. JT lucky to be alive. Elige steps into Alexi, who's got his number yet again. Down goes Grim with just the pistol. And then we have the softened up JT done. Flashed out, found out, and soon to be swept away. So this one's starting to go real well for Navi. This is 3 rounds in a row.
When we've seen right now, like a lot of the best CT sides are insanely active in every round. And that's like the hardest ask, I think, is to keep the ideas flowing. Halsrick has the opportunity for a potentially fantastic round, but it's not an overly stacked site, so this would be very difficult. And a free shot is missed.
Lucky to be alive. Instantly turns. Wonderful's missed chance. At least he just gets them stuck on pillar, and so the dark play can come through. JT's dig. Good for just the 1. Alexi trades out successfully. There's still the AK in Floppy's hands, and this bomb, it's got to get scooped up and cross over. They could try to peek both sides at the same time. Floppy's reposition almost works. Alicia's Deagle's going. Whoa, he's nearly dead at 15 health, but Bit will pick that bomb up in a second. Delayed for the time being, still hasn't gone for it. He's cautious, and maybe this quick reposition from Elige will catch Bit off guard. He's gotten himself out tempo at least, but Bit well aware. Oof. And NAVI take a 5th off the back of it. 4 rounds in a row, starting to close in on what was that early complexity lead.
And yeah, I don't know. They were talking about wonderful stats on the desk, but like, he's been good. I would have never guessed he was the best player on the roster in recent months. But I think that's what they said.
I think earlier this week he was definitely kind of overshadowed by that JL Emed masterclass versus Big. Ooh. Alexi. Slippery at the moment.
Oh man, they're confident about this information, so they don't have any idea Alexi could have slipped the net.
Ooh. Easy tap. Poor Halzer, confident that he had the angle held, but already was compromised. Wonderful will not miss the chance to topple JT, and poor Complexity gonna have to attempt a 2 versus 5 in the most desperate of situations. So yeah, honestly, off the press, you get Elige getting 14 kills in what felt like the first 7 rounds.
Yeah.
He starts to get canceled out. Ever since that hyper-aggressive JL push into the A-bomb site, NAVI have not dropped a round.
Yeah. Actually, the one before that was the, like, sort of half-buy. That's where Grim misses a little spray. He was on 3 kills. Hasn't got a kill after that as well. So they made their bed.
Things felt very good for Cole out of the gate. Said maybe they'd keep NAVI down in the mud, but they will finish this half on fire. 5 straight to make something of the T side.
They were close. They probably learned a lot.
Yeah, I suppose that's the silver lining. Maybe losing to Liquid.
Yeah, talking about those players on Complexity stagnating a bit. Wonderful was 1-8. Now he's 5-8.
Floppy's hanging onto the smoke. JT's hanging onto the flash, but as he throws it, the Beretta's peak. Ooh, nice kill from the IGL of Complexity. Wonderful in a bit of a pickle, tries to turn back towards long and hangs on perfectly. Oh, he completely locks it in. That's the step up from Wonderful.
Damn.
1-8 to 8-8.
Yeah, he's got motion. That was nice.
We don't see any kind of rotation from the defense just yet in response to that single molly, but we have seen rounds go south because of the mid gap. NAVI have to be aware of it. Camera smoked off. Now we get Alexi and Wonderful coming out with utility support out of Camera too, so a lot of resources being thrown at this, and they find the fight. Can't be caught off guard by it. Elige takes the head off of Wonderful and then disengages while JT slips down the stairs with bomb. It looks like they want this A-hit.
Yeah, but the CTs don't freak out too much. They've still got 2 here, and they're actually prodding into mid-control still. So Elige might have another duel, but this one comes out of JL first.
He's locked in on the pillar. Oh, his teammate serves up the distraction, and he can wide swing. Bit gets 2 frags and the assist, and that's just a bunch of damage. Getting back into what was working so well for him. A pillar of Navi's CT side when it comes to anchoring A.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect use of the MP9, just running and spraying as soon as Bit takes contact first. And that's a moment where if he peeks first, then he could die, and Bit would have more of a raw duel to have to win, but he was more of a surprise. They were splitting that site, I think, on the pretense that the 2 rotators coming over from the other site were coming into mid because they were frantic, and Elige killed 1, so they thought they had 1 there and other rotators. They were just not prepared mentally at all for a second guy to hold this down.
Drop.
Right. Oh, man.
Bit crazy.
He had a lot of time to get that kill.
And off the timeout, too, they just go all in. Hail Mary, double peek, 1 through dark, 1 off bridge.
There's just some trades you got to get. You know what I mean?
I feel you. JL tries to slide along the wall, taking refuge in the sights of Elige, and he wins his duel. Very critical pickup, gives him a chance to go further. Wonderful's not playing games. Halzerk able to cross over with the trade. The plant is his, and the 2v2. One half of it gets smoked off. Halzerk gonna stay posted on this side of Obelisk. Bit tries to walk out, and Halzerk catching him. Then we get this push in from Alexi. He's got the trade instantly. Second tease there for the taking. Complexity post it. And they rapidly transition into the B push. I thought for sure JL would have killed Elige as he jumps into the bomb site.
Yeah, for sure.
JL's coming back at middle. Op was just trained on him, but Hulzerk turns around to drop grenades. Posts back on the angle, gets it for free. Just try peek out of JL. Hulzerk trying to flash for himself in anticipation of more defenders, and he's not wrong about it. But they don't seem willing to give him anything else.
There's moments like this where Wonderful sometimes is a little uncomfortable trying to push out of the site. This could be the play.
Shot.
Doesn't hit the shot.
JT gets stuck along the wall.
Misses again.
Hits him in the leg at least. Softened up as JT. Here comes Wonderful back with a second. Emet's trying to support him. But again, some of these shots off the mark. Nobody's toppled. Wonderful. He's going to get naded down to half health. Missed close shot as well. Sure, Bit slides in. 5 seconds, can't plant, just has to survive. But he goes for the fight and Elige takes his head off.
I think he has to take the fight there, or he's playing a really awkward ring around the rosy. I don't blame him for trying to do that. There's not really anywhere he can run.
And now it's bare bones.
This is like that that same stack on Inferno.
Oh, back B?
On back B. It's such a good use of these pistols. You see everyone at the same time.
Like lasers.
Like lasers, man. But they're not walking into it.
Nah. Complexity on the other side of the map. Find an open B bomb site. Bomb in tow. That lead starts to disappear. Okay, it still works somehow, some way. Ooh, now Bit's got gun. And trying to chase it back, but his pistol players die all around him, so easy cleanup here for Grim. Good. We talked about Wonderful getting
confidence kills. He needs to get back into it.
Go get him, Grim. Look at him smirking.
Smiling,
yeah, it always feels good, man. Gonna keep giving Bit some grenades, but he's gonna have a tough ask in this one. Flashbang to set him up. He's going in. Hulzerk's got support. JT's in the corner. Flash the offer, chasing him down. Oh my God, Hulzerk barely gets away. The JT's here. As that vacuum of power comes out from JT. They thought they were signing up for the fight on their favor. Instead, JT gets the double, and he's looking for a little bit more. There is a quick rotation from other CTs. Down through camera already is Emet. It's him and JL to try to lock this down, and sure enough, they will. 3 kills along the wall, and Grim shows his hand. JL comes in big.
Oh, there's a breakdown of utility right there. It was so awkward from both sides, right? Because Navi throw their far molly, but not the close one. They throw the second one when the first guy dies, and then the last guy is just caught out in the open. It's a nice shot from JT for sure. But it is still a one-round game, and everyone's got money.
See it.
We're going for the explosive finish here. The Fast A main has definitely gotten them some stuff. Now they call over Wonderful. They say, hey, they've been trying to take this quickly. Let's get ahead of the action. Oh, and Foppy wins another one over Bit.
Very nicely done. Getting revenge. This could be really valuable if Elige decides to get the ball rolling.
These are moments where Navi get really awkward with 3 players in the site. They don't have dark control.
Oh, there's a dink too. Doesn't make it any better. Emet dives the obelisk. JL's got one. That's 2 players confirmed. The pillar player yet to show his hand. Elige has found an opening elsewhere. That's 2 confirmed inside of the B site, and maybe an idea that there are 3 in position. Now, JL starts to make sound as he moves over, and Elige is just going to stay hyper-fixated on this. That frees up the other 2 Ts. They could go and try to take that A fight.
But Elige could be helping for heaven as the players enter into the site. Wonderful's going to cut him off.
He wants to try and get Wonderful pressured back, and he's done a good job of just showing this presence, right? Keeping the Opper locked in. Camera is open for the taking. Bomb's gone down. Long flank eventually coming through here. It could be a key piece of the retake. Couple missed op shots, and Hulzerk still looking to lock in camera. Elige, this spot, does it go unchecked? He's got an Opper close to him. Still Wonderful's yet to be able to push out, and Elige just waiting, and he tries to pounce as Alexi makes it happen with 1. They've got the 2 Ts pressed up into the bricks. The Opper missing shots, the nade in hand for Alexi, but it's full health Elige. He's gonna dive down to the bomb and stop it. Elige clutches, and Cole take 11.
God damn. A lot of action right there, so close. Elige tops that off with 23. His lurk comes into place, reads the movements from JL. I think Alicia's been doing a great job of his presence in mid. Like, even if he's not here and they don't see him, he's scaring them. He's smoking off camera early in the round. They're constantly respecting him. And they are in a position to go hunt him down, so they just have to respect the space and hope it doesn't come back to haunt them later.
Swing out. Ima's got just the one. Wonderful's Deagle. It's connected, and he's looking for a little bit more. He's got Alexi to push out smoke, but that's him dead. Wonderful. That's 2 Deags. And as these T's try to press in, oh, he almost pulls out the M4. Can the MP9 catch them off?
They think he's this close.
Molly lands, but he's still able to fight, and Elige gets dropped with the bomb. Underhanded flash. Floppy just burns down half his... Oh, God. He swings. And Bit's going to catch him in the open. Oh, God.
The molly lands in front of Dark, but not inside of it, and Bit can fight. You sounded like Mike Tyson at the end, by the way. Hoping no one noticed that. Give me a kiss.
Half a round later, you couldn't let that go? Thanks,
This is an
man.
important moment here. Anything could happen.
Yeah. Ooh, it's a pop out the camera.
Oh, my God.
Yep. Bit's up next. Oh, he gets one, but the long fight's good. Of course. Of course, Complexity comes through.
Overtime was destiny.
At least the post plant. At least. Again, this close position's gonna get taken up. It's never an easy day in the office with Complexity. Gotta keep Jason Lake on his toes. Retake gets going, they pop the smoke open, but they could also still end this. Missed shots out of the M4. Elige, it's a good position, but he's also low health. Floppy looking to make up for lost time in that last round. Oh no! Floppy up 100 HP, 2 CTs line up, and still NAVI jump on top of bomb. It is always heartbreak with Complexity.
Into now having to do it the hard way.
I mean, they should have won that last round, man. There are people out there willing to put their careers
Yeah, their entire career is on the line.
in that post plant.
Yeah, and those careers are lost, so
They're over now.
we'll never see those people again.
No take backsies.
No. Make sure you subscribe.
Elige is gonna dive down the vent. Mind you, there is maybe a chance because if Complexity are all about heartbreak, the only thing more heartbreaking would be to win map 2 only to lose the 3rd.
That would also be a classic.
So we'll see. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm always willing to give someone the benefit of the doubt. And if you could push Spirit a little bit here on Nuke, then maybe you could push Navi too. But right now in the pistol, all is looking good for Navi. They get down into the B site. Sure, JT keeps Bit off of securing lower ramp, but now he's got to wait and wait and wait for the other 2 Complexity players to come join him. They're taking their sweet old time. In fact, they're actually not even coming to try and make this retake happen. They're already going for the save.
Okay, yeah. Couple, like, good pistol here, and awesome. Cinema. Were they, like, way too far before the ramp player was even there? They not have to just, like, run down to...
They could have, but then they would have
earlier?
risked their Kevlar and Berettas.
Oh, they're Kevlar and Berettas.
And
I see. I guess you don't get rich spending money.
Floppy somehow opens up. Just a Deagle in ramp, I guess. Wonderful goes to take a glance and gets a little more than he wanted. JL has yet to find the same chance to pop out Squeaky. But he's at least working with a teammate, so... Krem's about to have his hands full. Molotov makes sure of it, falling off of his position. With that, JL capitalizing on the moment, slips out through Squeaky.
Same hit as last time with the Squeaky mini split, and Alexi seeing the push, stopping the good guns.
Putt player does come through with another, smoking him off. JL securing the post plant as Bit pushes the bomb down, and with it, it's just going to be another save transition here for Complexity. This time with Galil's.
They don't like him though.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Assume those Galils would get saved, and one will. 3-0 T-side start for Navi. Exactly what they're looking for on their map pick. Bits ready to pounce. There's a world where Navi want to play this faster. Keep that squeeze on complexity. Sure enough, you got a player wrapping main, already behind blue box. Perfectly timed peek from Wonderful. Oh, that's going to be frustrating if you're Hulzerk. Not to mention you've got a player down secret who's now compromised, has to be cautious of the push. Elige has no clue if they're walking down on him. CT's set. A bit of vision back up.
Saw it. Little footsie.
Heaven peek as well up close. Oh, and Wonderful wins that fight versus Grim. Elige is going to start to feel desperate. Floppy comes out to try and help. Elige still waiting, hopefully somebody comes down here, but it's not the case. So he comes up, he tries to throw himself into this delayed fight. There's so many T's here to deal with him, but they sweep them all away. Navi seemingly can do no wrong. Grim's found Sanctuary for the time being. Fire burns itself out. Nades follow suit. And CT's still hanging on to a few pieces of util here, trying to get up close and personal. We saw a really good, I think, hut crunch a couple rounds ago, able to combine with the ramp push. So,
what?
Here we go.
Okay.
Rinse and repeat.
Floppy 5-7 kills. Grim gets on the board with 2 as well.
I was going to say, last time they came more so from ramp and they had a rifle mixed in. This time it's just perfect.
Alrighty.
Absolute perfection. That's the way to kickstart a CT side comeback.
It is. While you're saving, that's definitely the way.
Scrumdiddly-umptious.
So sometimes lobby crunches work out when you're playing anti on T side. You don't want to overcrowd lobby because moments like this can happen since all of these choke points lead to very close engagements. So sometimes best just to leave one person in lobby holding for the push, 1 or 2 people holding for the squeaky, patrolling back and forth between the squeaky and hut push, and 1 guy holding trophy. And this was a call that was just perfect for Cole in the moment where they were just a little bit too crowded. And this is a 1v5. Emma's still obviously out here looking for some engagements, but not going to assume that he gets much more out of this.
Ball bang.
Oh, he's actually coming forward to do some more damage.
He's got at least Grim locked in. Grim pre-fires the swing, and Complexity finish off what was that 4-kill hut crunch.
But yeah, it's like even if you knew they're going to collapse on lobby, doesn't mean that you want to have 5 guys there. Sometimes it's better just to have 1 or 2. They can both watch things. You can still get overwhelmed, but you keep some of the far positions available. And in this spot, wow, it's just crushing on Trophy.
Navi will be lucky enough to jump in with a full rebuy. They go back into 4 players lobby. Haven't learned their lesson. Mind you, we see in the replay, of course, trying to play close smoke, get into a spam fight. This time, oh, Squeaky, same result. Raptors player stays tucked. A hold is fantastic. Floppy very quickly rotating in. Everybody just throwing themselves at this fight and this commitment out of Navi. Emet and Wonderful to try and piece together 2v5s.
Damn, just like that, they're awake again. Nice one from Complexity. Emma will scoop the smoke up, or the bomb up, excuse me, and
scoop that smoke.
Floppy's got this little offie here inside of the ramp. I mean, there's no one behind him, so I'm gonna expect him to win. He's good on these angles. Oh, okay. Doesn't win it. Should be no problem. Now, they don't have a smoke. They can take over control side and try to plant for that, but like the rotations are going to come in. The molly, so they can't open the door. They can plant Astralis in this position and hope no one comes down.
Swings.
Oh, it's
good
held.
cover. But there's a follow-up peek.
There's still time.
Follow-up peek from both sides.
They're respecting this lightly.
Now the ramp player comes down. Grim tries to cut sound. He'll finish Wonderful. Very little health here for the 2v5 to get finished off. So sure, there we go. Complexity convert. 3 kills.
Going back indoors for some action.
Faster maybe?
Just a feint on the exec. I don't know. Oh my gosh.
It's a good fight. Oh, JT pulls a nade. Doesn't expect JL to be there and ready to capitalize. He swings out. Good flash from Wonderful. And yeah, poor JT. And Elige doesn't get anything while the smokes popped open. JL was behind boxes and the backside player in cover.
They have another smoke from Mini.
Oh, man just sends a few shots through. A little burst into the smoke to pop Elige's noggin. And then Floppy dies right after. So Navi, a little like feigned execute.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
The JT exposure, do you think that's what serves as a commitment? Smoke thrown up, but nothing really behind it. They hear the jump off at the top silo. Top main peak could catch him. Halzerk's ready.
Okay, there's his first.
They gave the audio away, so can't be surprised when you get found out on the peak. Emet, oh man, just blasted Unleash. He was all the way in hell.
Well, now he's in heaven. 0 and 6 for Elige.
You don't know that.
It's allows for the crossouts. I'm sure he's in heaven.
You don't know that,
okay?
dude.
No, I mean, if it was up to me. Oh,
Nothing.
okay, double push. I mean, they'll know now it's 2 here, so they'll speed up downstairs.
Floppy's got to be careful. He's just kind of floating. Yeah, tucks into dark. Now they've at least got an anchor lower, plus JT's here to help him as the door gets swung. Double doors yet to open. But Floppy cautious of it. Oof, Emet trying to get around that smoke. Now the volley's going to force Floppy out. Alexi kills him. Wonderful looking for the ramp contact.
Who's behind them? Yeah.
Bomb can be planted.
They've got Halzerk coming in slowly.
Yes,
This one could be big.
Down secret, Wonderful turns just in time. He saw the foot.
Did
A
he
little
shoulder?
foot jiggle comes around the corner and Wonderful's on high alert. Now what's left of the complexity retake, it's a double out from the bottom of ramp and Wonderful already able to slip back into control. Alexi hangs on to his bomb site. His second, Grim trying to slide in, jumps the gun, and NAVI take a post plant for 6.
That was a disgusting shot from Wonderful.
Trying to size up ramp. It's going to be Floppy pressed in close. Ready for it. Oh, instant headshot from Bit. Elige here to help. Bit. Oh, Bit double kill into the Wonderful trade. And that is just accuracy with rifles here for NAVI. At least they've already got JT downstairs, but it's going to have to be a 2v4 back the other way. And it could work. It could still happen.
But now there's one downstairs. They know Bit is hit. Or sorry, JT's hit in the head.
Curious to see how...
One gun saved.
Can't help but laugh. He just laughs.
Yeah.
That's when you know it hurts. He just laughs.
I mean, it would be perfect if they try to wrap heaven in this spot. The bomb in secret. They're still keeping their ideas.
He almost gets naded out of this round too.
They might come to him, yeah.
Chucking it all at him. Honestly, he does a good job of serving up a distraction. Grim's gonna get active. It had to be him. Got somebody sizing up the entry down into B. Bomb in tow. Elige on the stairs. He's having a rough go of it here on Nuke, but he's in a good spot, and more damage starts to come out here for the complexity side. Bit now sitting on 20. Emet making contact. Elige slowly drawing them into this bomb site as we hit the 20-second mark. And if they just kind of skip steps here, this close corner will catch them off. Floppy's going to charge down into bomb. Pistols are doing it again.
Well, don't buy too much. Keep a couple pistols on board, and complexity will give you a round. Another one with barely anything here.
I think it's really funny. JT shooting into the roof of Mini gets so much good grenade attention out of the T's that they just overstep into Grim. I mean, what else is he going to do? Try to take unfavorable duels? Nah, man.
Yeah, true.
I can't be too upset about it. It's still a good T side.
For now.
That's fair.
It'd still be a 5-7 half.
Good gun round for Cole, but this isn't where they win, dude. It's just these anomalies on the pistols.
Rotating downstairs.
Yeah, Wonderful's already got Elige done for. Elige is getting absolutely owned this map. He is 1 and 8. Nice reaction there for Grim to try and save the day himself. He's got support in heaven. It's not too much of an ask. Oh, but Wonderful finds him. The AWP this map has just been Complexity's bane. I mean, 12 frags for Wonderful so far. That vent pop's ready to come flying up in the middle of it. But Halzerk, how do you get an op out of vent in a 1v3?
Yeah, and he rotated down when they were coming up to the upper site. They had some extra players coming in.
The duality of man is Elige's experience between these two maps.
Yeah.
From CSGO numbers in a loss on Anubis to sitting at 1 and 8, while Halzerk picks up freebies inside the vent. 8 rounds on this T side, and if it's not 5-7s, then it's not complexities.
And that's really nothing to be proud of if you don't pair them with some rifle rounds. But they can't make any momentum. Oh, and Hauser goes down. With 1 round left in the half, it has just been nothing but success here for NAVI.
Just caught out on Big Blue, huh?
Their setups are so fragile, it feels like some of these rounds, they're falling apart. No one has any idea where a T could be, and it's not even that late into the round. Couldn't even tell you what's going wrong exactly. Complexity just need to make this happen. Hauser will get his op back in place, but no kill. Oh, and then HE and the Molly.
It's those damn grenades. Oh, wonderful comes out, catches Elige again. I mean,
that's the end of the half for Elige.
Yeah, he's been tilted off the face of the earth. Just can't even get anything going. Op shot finds him every time. Teammates are dead in the opening few seconds of the game, and NAVI are just putting forward another masterclass here on Nuke. 2 of the 3 rounds that Complexity get in this half, all off the back of these half by 5-7s. NAVI speedrunning NA tonight. Well, if you do cry, then they'll make fun of you. So you can't cry either.
That part about Elige's big games and big score lines is so much impact alongside of it. All right, here's
like it.
one trade. That's a good start.
Nice. You take a beating on the CT side, and you come into this one, you got little to lose, so let loose. And Elige has had enough. More kills in this half already than the last one.
Maybe it's time for an ultimate impersonation. I could see it happening.
A Complexity T-side comeback?
Well, like Elige individual scoreline recovery
yeah.
to massive impact on T-side.
I mean, I think it's more likely that he recovers his score than he doesn't. Because it's Elige. He is the NA elite. Up there alongside Twists.
And Stewie.
Just a little more. Just a little. Going for the red boost. See what Alexi's got to offer here. Pops open smoke so the Heaven player can get any vision. No cross spotted because it's a close creep up instead.
Ooh, there
and
he
it's
is.
An instant headshot out of Elige. You'll love to see it.
That's what we're saying with impact. 5v4. Right to the dome. 1 kill coming into the half, 6 already. And obviously, a very convertible 5v4 situation. Imma, if he's ahead of this, he can fall back. They were trying to set up the boost.
They keep coming at it.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, he slides out vent. A little mechanical overstep.
Okay.
JL tries to slide down the ladder as the squeaky wallbangs come out. He can go take that squeaky fight if he wants to take a player down before they plant.
It's just a intimation that this site is just not rotated into. Wonderful somehow gets a kill, though.
Floppy continues to pull himself back.
Oh.
Bit is slipping down into that fight at B site.
No.
Bit gets his.
No.
JL with one.
Oh my god, what?
No!
What? They didn't even get into clock. They didn't have any rotations in place. They couldn't even get down the ladder. They had 2 guys upstairs.
You gotta laugh.
And this happens
Yeah.
as well. Like, at this point of the round, when that happens, it's like, okay, there might not even be a retake. And what is that?
Wow.
Okay, I mean, massive credit to Bit then for that.
Maybe more to come. We got the whole NAVI squad offering up impact now. Wonderful has just been bullying Elige. Somebody call the police. This feels borderline illegal. Five v 2 in the blink of an eye, and NAVI looking to finish off this quick run of Complexity on Nuke. Fortunately for them, Grim and Halzerk have to tuck tail. You just got no opening here, but you got a minute to save, so.
It's just like, we've seen other teams, like M80, like they've been consistently moving around and improving and impressing and even selling.
Yep.
And yeah, so I don't know. I think that's, you know, they've kind of taken the place of that team in NA in terms of people's expectations and hopes in some regard.
It's going to come down to the double scout Galil if they're really going to keep this fight going, and the trades are good. CT sign up for some fights, pay the price. bit on cleanup as he did in the ramp last round, but the scout will connect. Grim's got a little left in him. It's man advantage here for Complexity. I don't want to talk about them like they're a dead roster walking, but it is the showdown that beckons. Oh, Grim no scope headshot. There's that smirk again.
All right, that one sparks joy.
And a little joy can go a long way. We'll see. Ema flanking around on ramp. I mean, yeah, he's going to get blindsided by the Tech 9. Floppy into the AK. Grim just looking for anybody else who's having fun. This week is the first time I've seen him just muttering sentences of full Norwegian underneath his breath.
He's just like whispering incantations.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, imagine being on a team with no other Norwegian speaker and just hearing that all the time. You know, okay, you're not desk slamming, but what are you doing? Casting spells on me?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, brother.
But I would be trying to cast spells too if I was Complexity.
Yeah, I get it. Whatever it takes, man. Voodoo magic, maybe? But,
right.
What kind of spell, what kind of magic to pull this rabbit out of the hat? Because 2v5 is what's demanded of them. Making sure Complexity gets sent to the showdown in their place. It would have not felt right had the world's ranked #1 team stepped into groups this week and get relegated to the showdown. It is the fall finals that beckons them. It's the B site that Cole are going to have to try to get something going. And all the spells, all the magic in the world here for Halzerk won't change that fate. 5 alive for NAVI, and a great turnaround in form from their loss to Liquid yesterday to this one. It looks sketchy when they kicked off Anubis, but they reclaimed that first map and they dismantled them here on Nuke.